Good afternoon. Thought I'd show you what I do to make a pick, make a pick like this. When I make this is like the fifth or sixth. I call it the fifth or sixth generation because of the over time I've done different things to make them, and then this is the final one. Anyway, this is one that I just made, and I just made I used the grinder and files and all that to make up this one. I thought I would show what I do for the handle. I usually take a gift card or credit card type thing and cut it little strips. Cut two little strips. I use this stuff here to make them, and then take a little piece of the shrink tubing, stick it on here. Then I take one piece and I stick it in one side to a certain point. Then I take the other piece and stick it in the other side to the same point. And what I do is take a cigarette lighter and I shrink this, get this shrunk to hold it together. And my lighter is run out. I have another one. Anyway, I'll talk about malfunction of the equipment here. Okay, back. I fixed the other lighter. There was nothing wrong with it. And I take a piece of bigger stuff like this blue here. I'm making all the hooks blue. I'm making gonna make three hooks all together. This will be the second one. That one I kind of think would be a short hook. This one would probably be more like a medium. Then I put it in there up there. Then to hold it in place to keep it from moving, I just do that. And when I get that done, I just help it shrink better. I do that. I touch it like that. Then I take so I can slip the other piece on. Slip another piece on the end here. I shrink this up a little bit. Then I just slip on the other piece, because these are just short pieces in a kit that I got. Then I just melt it or shrink it around that. And it looks like that is going out. Yep, it looks like it's out. Trash it goes. I get my one I just got out. Let's see. Yeah. Oh. I grab the lighter like this to keep the flame away from my finger. If you ever used a small cigarette lighter, you know it can get hot and possibly burn you. I always blow on the tip so it doesn't start up again if I turn it off for some reason. Okay, and there it is. Handle on the pick I just made. I didn't want to record the making of the actual pick itself, because takes a little while, and I'm sure people know how that is that do make them. I just trim off this extra plastic that sticks out on here to finish it up. Then I sand them with 2000 to 2500 grit sandpaper. I already buffed them with the buffing machine part after I ground them down a little thinner than they are. And I always test. I always grab a lock here, and I just put it in there and work off the ledge here to see how well it works as a test. Make sure it doesn't break or bend. Anyway, that's what I use. I got these. I don't get the big stuff, big rolls of it. These just come in little pieces like this, like sorted little pieces. I also got slightly longer ones, but they're not much longer. All in black though, as well. Used them before too. But that's how I've been doing it. That's how I started doing it recently, and that's the result. I got 2 picks. I'm going to work on another hook off of this piece. I usually go 6 inches, cut it 6 inches off of the roll of this drain snake, and they usually end up around, after grinding and that, around probably about 5 3/4 inches long altogether. Anyway, thought I would share that. Not sure if I've ever shared something like that. I could show you, if I could find one. First generation, I guess I call it, picks that I did. Where did I put one? Hang on a minute, I'll get one and see if I can find one. Well, anyway, first and second generation ones I did, I used this. Used a little bit bigger round wood dowel rod for the handle for the first ones, and then I went to this size for the second ones, and then the third I went to something similar to this. Third generation, I only have them in the house. I took underneath of this, I put tread tape, and they were a little bit shorter. They were, I think, 4 inches long, 4 or 5 inches long, and I put tread tape underneath the heat shrink instead. And then fourth generation, I experimented with things. I like this here packing strapping with this heat shrink on there, and I call all of the ones I do experiments with fourth generation ones, because at this point, well, yeah, all of them are at. I think I have another one that I might have experimented with. I can't remember where though, for the fourth generation ones. But anyway, this is the latest and possibly the last of the last generation ones I made. I'm going to be making like this from now on. And of course I got to buy more of the heat shrink. Anyway, take care. Have a good day.